Hello everyone, I'm Briggy Ninja, and I'm your personal coach for today. This session I wanted to talk about how to VOD review yourself. So, the first step is to get a VOD. An easy step, but some people just don't get it. Okay, so the first thing I would recommend for you to do is to get OBS, Streamlabs, Metal, just any recording. I listed them in terms of ease to get it set up. You can Google a video, it's not hard. They're all over there. It's easy to set up, it's free. and you'll improve a lot out of it. But let's talk about the process of VOD reviewing. So, when you watch a VOD, I'm going to give you what you shouldn't do right now. The first thing I would recommend not to do is to not overanalyze your gameplay. What that means is you shouldn't be looking for high-level, abstract concepts that that like come out and they're subjective. Like the strength of your plans, that's kind of subjective. Like high-level players would be able to pick that out easily, but for you, not so much. So what I recommend is instead to focus on tangible, pretty basic categories, stuff that you can see. Like physically, there's no like subjectivity to it. It's objective. It is or it isn't. A couple of things that come to mind are crosshair placement. Are we making plans? Is your gunfight hygiene good? Like, you're not taking a fight with a Spectre 30 meters away, or you're not running gunning with a Vandal from across the map. There's objectivity in it. And you want to focus on those kinds of errors instead of any kind of you want to focus on those kinds of errors instead of stuff that you would use a coach for. So subjective matters, like the strength of your plans, the timing of your utility, all those kinds of things. For those things, I would recommend getting a coach of a higher level or a higher rank level. Jesus, what am I, like 80? So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting coach. High level play, there's a bunch of free options. If you want to pay money, go for it. I'm not your wallet. You might want me to be your wallet, but I'm not your wallet. The next step I would recommend is this is like another do not do. Okay, don't list every single possible mistake you're making. Trust me, you're gonna want to do it. You're gonna look at it as like, oh, my positioning sucked here, or I was out in the open, or my fighting was bad, or blah 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 blah. You're gonna go watch an entire VOD about yourself and get fucking nowhere. When you VOD review yourself, it's fine to list the problems. However, I recommend you pick 3 of the most common or consistent problems that you have in a given game, and to focus on those when trying to improve. Because it gives you a level of focus, it allows you to like single out certain aspects of your game and improve on them individually. And the more you do that, the better you are at individually improving aspects of your game, the better you're going to get. When looking for mistakes, there's a couple of questions you can really ask yourself, specifically for Valorant. This can honestly apply to any game, but for Valorant, are we performing our role? Right? So that's a little more objective. Everyone should know the roles of Valorant. Duelists take space, initiators gather info, controllers read the map and are aware of enemy rotations, and sentinels are understanding of the flanks and like covering and controlling space. Like run through your rounds. It's like, oh, I was acting like a duelist this round. I'm like, oh, I was acting like a controller this round. Huh, weird. And then you can also look to when you die. When you lose rounds, because those moments you can reflect and look at the build-up to the problem. Like, oh, I died here. Why? You look back 3 seconds. That's not enough time. There's more. You can run it back like 10, 20 seconds. Like, okay, what led up to me making this mistake? And when you get really good at doing that, you'll find a lot of fundamental things wrong with your gameplay, and that's fine. Just remember, focus on 3 and then move up. The next thing I would recommend for people wanting to VOD review themselves and improve at their rate, at an elevated rate, is to compare your gameplay to the pros. Just dry run it, record yourself playing a map. After you VOD review and found your issues, pull up a VOD of a pro player, watch it, and compare and contrast what they're doing, what you're not doing, You're gonna find a lot of things they're doing wrong, but remember, this is why you VOD review first before comparing, because then you see your mistakes and see if they make those mistakes and what they do instead of those. It'll help with the process. It's a lot faster. They've already solved the like Rubik's Cube. You don't have to like reshuffle it, right? There's already a beaten path. Take the path. It's the fastest way to get better. The pros have already solved this all. Just follow them. The last thing is when implementing your practice, you're going to want to think and just play the game normally after VOD reviewing. You can't do that. You have to treat every game as if you are actively improving. There's no winning. I mean, if you win, you win, but if you lose, you have to learn. So you want to focus on the issues that you're having problems with. Don't focus on your utility usage. Don't focus on, like, for example, actually, if it is your utility usage, don't focus on your gunfight hygiene. Don't focus on your crosshair placement. Don't focus on your map awareness. Those are not things you should be focused on. Specifically, you're focused on your utility usage. And that's it. That's basically it. Implementing it takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of hard work. And VOD review is just, it's very time consuming. When you VOD review, you are using your time effectively. As long as you're VOD reviewing the correct ways. And I'll put that list right back up. A lot of it is understanding the process of VOD reviewing over than actually giving you like in-game examples. I'm not gonna bring a VOD. What I will say, stop by my Twitch, twitch.tv/BrigandNinja4 for coaching. I do live low elo coaching and VOD reviews Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all from 7 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. EST. I hope to see you there. That does it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If indeed you still are, good luck with the climb, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.